My brothers and sisters, Steve Wilkos has made it to the TikTok world here. And Steve Wilkos has been doing the Jerry Springer show and has been doing like other shows for like many, many years and all. And Steve Wilkos is one of the coolest guys in the world here, my brothers and sisters. And here comes the video of Steve Wilkos being on TikTok, my brothers and sisters. And here comes the video right now.
Baseball. I love baseball. I can't wait to watch the Yankees lose today. The Sean McCoy YouTube channel. Never seen it. Do you ever go to Colorado? I have been to Colorado. I can't think of the last time I've been. It's been a long time. Somebody wanted me to say hi to her mom, Sandy. Hello, Sandy. Did you really? Idiots. Just idiots. Stop asking me stupid questions, please. I guess I shouldn't get upset because there's always going to be goofballs, so I can't get upset. Yeah, I aged a little bit. Of course I am. I'm 60 years old now. Nobody beats Father Time forever. What do I think what's going on in the world? Well, like any time. Everybody thinks it's worse now than before, but if you go back and read history, there's always something going on. So you just, try to make the most of it. A slice of Brooklyn cookies. I would love for you to try my cookies, Steve. I hope you really mean cookies, not something else. But yes, I would love to try your cookies. I love cookies. I had a big chocolate chip cookie yesterday. Hi, Maria. Linda says my wife is beautiful. Thank you very much. Throw a chair. No way, Jose. This is my house. What do I think happened with Riley Strain? I think he got really drunk and he fell into the river. I've never been to Oregon. Somebody at Oregon, yes, Brooklyn. You really mean cookies. Well, I would love to bring your cookies. Why don't you come to Connecticut, bring me a whole batch of cookies and I'll eat them and you can film me eating them. How's that? Greetings from Iceland. Somebody said their wife is a cheater. Too bad for you. Do I offer any one-on-one talks by chance? Not really, because if I did that, that would be really... How much can you bench press, Paul? I had an arm injury last year, so I'm working my way back up to what I used to do before. And I bench pressed the other day, 265 pounds. Was my show real or stage? My show is still on air, and it is real. What do you think about Vince and the WWE? Well, if what they're saying is true, then somebody said, what a liar. What am I lying about? I forgot. I lost my train of thought. One-on-one. No, I can't do one-on-ones. I would love to go to Oregon, but I've just never been there. What's your thoughts on the solar eclipse? I remember watching it as a kid. I remember being in the backyard and we cut out this box because you couldn't look directly into the sun. Jake Paul or Logan or Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson all the way. I love Mike Tyson. I met him in the airport. Great dude. Was super nice. What was it like working with Jerry Springer? It was the best time of my life. I've been to Idaho. So I was in Costa Rica. A guy comes up to me and says, hey, I love your show. He tells me he's the owner of bodybuilding.com. I order a lot of my supplements from bodybuilding.com. And so then he invited me out to his company in Boise, Idaho, bodybuilding.com. And I gave a speech at his company meeting. Do you fish? Yeah, I do once in a while. KG, Audubon School. Who's KG? Don't be asking for money on here. Nobody's got no money for you. Somebody said they met me. I love you, Dad. Can you say hi to Jen in Florida? Hey, Jen. Do I have any Easter plans? Yes, I'm going to wake up. We have Easter baskets for my kids, even as old as they are. We hide eggs And then we videotape them trying to find the eggs. Some of the eggs have little presents in them. Then we're going to have Easter dinner at a restaurant that my wife loves. And then we will be flying to Chicago. And then Monday we're going to the Cubs opening day. Okay, do you record your shows daily? I tape, when I'm in season, I tape Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I think Mike Tyson's going to kill Jake Paul or Jake Logan, whatever it is. Kelly Glasscott, you grew up on Hoyne Avenue on the 3500 block of Hoyne, and I was on the 3400 block of Hoyne. And you grew up right across the street from Audubon, the grammar school I went to. Oh, yes. Whatever happened to Debbie Bronkowski? I remember her. She was dating Greg Nillis. I always liked Debbie. I had a crush on her when I was a kid. Tyson will lose. You're crazy. Oh, she's great. That's good to hear. If you see Debbie, tell her I said hello. Met you at the Chicago. Oh, so handsome in person. Thank you. What was my profession? I was a Chicago police officer and a United States Marine. But I had a lot with me. That's not going to happen. Travis on Oregon. My bowling shirts. Yeah, I used to wear the bowling shirts. I still have a ton of them. But I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'm not going to, when the show is over, I'm not going to, Fontana. I'm guessing Fontana, Wisconsin. I don't know what I'm going to do with those shirts. I'll probably just donate them, or maybe I'll auction some off. You know what I should do? I should figure out, Sweet Pea sent me a rose. Thank you, Sweet Pea. And you look very nice, by the way. I need to maybe give somebody, Mary Price and Shannon giving me roses, thank you. And maybe pick somebody on here and I send them an autographed shirt. Maybe I'll start doing that. Okay. Have I been to Hawaii? Twice, Maui, my honeymoon, and then in 2015, my wife and we took our kids and we stayed at Maui. It was very nice, but the problem is it's too far. Do I have any plans to end my show? No, I'm going to do it as long as I can. Somebody asked me if I was at Camp Pendleton. I did my MOS training at Pendleton, so I was at Pendleton for about 4 months, I think. Oh, Fontana, California. There's a Fontana, Wisconsin right by me. That's why I was asking about that. What time is it? 1:38. Okay. What's up, my man? Talk about Jerry Springer. Was this really you? Love you, man. Yes, it's really me. Father of Chicago. I wish I was the father of Chicago. I like to say I'm the king of Chicago. The program. What was the program? I don't know if I watched that or not. I forget about the names. By the way, people were making fun of me on TikTok because at the beginning of TikTok when I was doing Quiet on the Set, I said, Dan, what's his name? I'm borderline dyslexic. I worked with people for 20 years, and I don't know their names. I'm terrible with names. I forget stuff all the time. So, and somebody said, you didn't even watch it because you didn't even know Dan's last name. I've known people for 20, 25 years. I don't know their last name. So don't give me that crap. You still doing a show? Yes. It gets worse as you get older, I can imagine. Say hi to Carolyn. Hey, Carolyn. Purple Pig in Chicago is a great restaurant. You know, I saw that on TikTok or Instagram. Somebody's doing a Purple Pig. I don't know where it's at. So the two places I plan on eating in Chicago, I'm going to Twin Anchors for ribs. I love Twin Anchors. And I love Fireplace Inn. Shout out to my buddy Kai Novak who owns Fireplace Inn. And then I heard Tavern on Rush is reopening in Chicago, and I love Tavern on Rush. I love Gibson's. I loved Carmine's. This is hilarious, by the way. Mandy Parr and Amsu sent me a rose, and then I don't know what that other thing is, so thank you. Sonny's Ribs in Florida. I only like Chicago ribs. Bro, can I ask you something? Yes, go ahead, ask me something. That's why we're here. Somebody said their phone's dying. Well, you better go charge it up. I made sure I charged my phone before. A lot of people are sending me a Crystal Will, Mandy Parr, sending some more love. Am I married, Nia? Yes, I am married. What is the hardest episode for me? I don't know. It's usually with kids. Yeah, I think people like the idea about me giving away a shirt. So I'm going to have to figure that out. When are you coming to Chicago? I'm coming to Chicago Sunday. Yes, I got 2 kids. I got a daughter and a son. I've been married in July. It'll be 24 years. I love the elephant filter. Yeah, it is. Yeah, the shirt ideas I'm seeing is gaining a lot of traction. Do I keep in contact with the families on my show? No, but we do have people, my producers and our psychologists, follow up with people that have been on the show. We stay in touch and make sure they're doing okay. Plus, sometimes we like to do follow-ups. Tips for a long, healthy marriage: make sure you marry the right person. So I'm going to tell you an interesting story, and this is why I know I married the right person. So we're watching this movie. It's on, we had to pay for it, so it might have been on Prime. It was about this German officer, a Nazi SS, I think it was SS. He was in charge of Auschwitz, the Jewish concentration camp where, they exterminated a lot of people. And in the movie, this German Nazi officer gets transferred, but they have this beautiful home right outside Auschwitz, and he gets transferred to another place. Well, his wife doesn't want to leave. And he thinks, oh, my wife's going to come with me. I'm going to move my family to this other place. And she's like, no, I want to stay here. And I'm like, damn, your wife's not going with you? Then you know you married the wrong person. A lot of people from the Netherlands, and I want to say, when Jerry Springer was #1 in the world and we were going to Amsterdam, I had the best time of my life in Amsterdam. Oh my God, I had so much fun, and the food was great. We stayed in a wonderful hotel, and the people were just so lovely, and the city's just beautiful. I love Amsterdam. My wedding date is really cool. It's July 7th of 00, so it's 7700, so like 007 with another 7 going backwards. Am I still on air? Oh my God, how many times I got to answer that? Was my wife used to be a police officer? No, she was not. She was always a TV producer. Are you visiting in Kenosha? Probably not this trip because it's still too cold and there's nothing to do at my lake house when the weather's like this. Veronica, how you doing? Watching my show now. What happened to the chair? What channel is your show? My show's syndicated, so it's on different channels all over the country. Cyclops has a question. Well, then you should ask it. I love tuna subs. Thoughts on New Zealand? I've never been, but I'd love to come. Those aren't Dodgers. Those are Chicago Cubs behind me in the cards. You want to see the cards? There you go. Meet and greet on Sunday? No, because I'll be with my wife. But I'll have great seats, so if you look in the front row at Wrigley Field on opening day, I will be there. Somebody asked me if I'm still friends with Jerry. Yeah, I talked to him in heaven. Somebody asked me what advice. I just caught that you're pregnant. Well, I hope you're having it with the right guy. Any shows in Texas? No, we do all shows in Connecticut. I think a lot of you like the shirt idea, right? So I think I have a bunch. I got to check with my assistant and make sure I have those old bowling shirts in my closet. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out if we have them. And then every time I do a live, I'll autograph one of my old bowling shirts. And I'm going to pick somebody who asked like the best question. Veronica, you're a card collector. Well, Veronica, you should check me out on my Instagram, Steve J. Wilkos on Instagram. Send me a message. I'm going to start an Instagram, and I'm going to start putting things on there, show my card collection. So, Veronica, make sure you follow me. Send me a picture of some of your collections. But anyways, I'm going to take a bowling shirt, sign it, and then I will send it out to either the person that has the best question, comment, something like that. We'll get your info, and then we'll send a shirt out to you. I'm so much better than Jerry. I wouldn't say I'm better. He had a great show, fantastic show. But I think I'm pretty good at what I do too. Memphis is one of the best markets for my show, so thank you, Memphis. I don't see all the comments, either do I. You ever meet Trump? I've never met President Trump. I only met one president in my life, and that was President Jimmy Carter. I was 12 years old. Am I Greek? A little bit. Rochelle is out shopping right now. I did not go to college. I barely graduated high school. And I only finished high school because I knew the Marines wouldn't take me if I didn't finish high school. So I had to finish high school, and then I became a Marine. And I did take college courses when I was in the Marine Corps. Buffalo. I'm going to be in Buffalo in August at the Jim Kelly golf outing in August. People love that shirt idea. I'm glad we came up with it. Carne asada is my favorite steak, by the way. Skirt steak. Love skirt steak. I'm coming to Buffalo for Jim Kelly's golf outing. I was in the Marines from 1982 to 1989. What do you think about the Baltimore Bridge? Boy, man, that thing looked like it was fake. It collapsed so easy. What happened to Todd? I'd like to know what happened to Todd. I tried staying in touch with Todd, and Todd stopped staying in touch with me. So, I don't know. If you know what happened to Todd, let me know. What made me do my own show? Well, they told me I'm doing my own show. It's not like I asked for it. Todd was the stage manager on the Jerry Springer Show. We were very, very good friends. If somebody wants to message me, some my message on TikTok is not working. If you want to message me, you have to go on Instagram. And Pete Kelly's living in Hawaii. I saw that. Somebody's asked about Pete. Pete's living a life. He's out in Addison and Western. I worked at Hero. Somebody asked him about someplace. But Pete Kelly is working, living in Hawaii. He's living a life. Everybody Todd, if you know anybody, Todd, tell Todd to give me a call. I haven't heard from him a long time, so I miss Todd. But, sometimes you grow distance and you fall out of touch. Somebody's saying good interview on the Breakfast Club. I love doing the Breakfast Club. I've done it about 4 or 5 times. These are the 69 Cubs back here people keep asking me about. That was my favorite baseball team ever. So my wife got all the baseball cards from the 1969 Cubs, and she framed it for me for Christmas. I think it was like the second year we were dating. I have a Fergie Jenkins rookie that you asked. It is right there. That's a Fergie Jenkins rookie card. Hey, Heather. Hello from Buffalo. Selena Spooks video, huh? You like that? I've never been to Germany. I have never been to Amish country. What's the most famous person I met? Well, I've met a lot of famous people. Cher, Leonardo DiCaprio I met many years ago. So I met, Jay-Z, Beyonce. Ryan Sandberg is one of your favorite Cubs. Ryan Sandberg has cancer right now, and just a big shout out to him. Hope he's doing well. I met him. Super nice guy. Him and his wife and his daughter. Do I celebrate Easter? I'm not a real religious person. I was raised and born Catholic. But so we do the traditional holidays, Easter, Christmas, and all that. Will I adopt kids? No, I will not. The P. Diddy situation, like I said, he's obviously being investigated. He's not been charged with anything, so we'll see where it goes. But the things he's accused of is horrible. Ever been to Memphis, Tennessee? Yes, when they opened up the news station, that I don't know what station I'm on down there, but they had the news studio. They invited me and my wife to come down. It's about 7 or 8 years ago, and we walked around. We had a great time. Wish it would have got to Elvis's house, his mansion. We didn't have time, though. Where is Jerry? Jerry passed away. I've been to Maine. I've been to Kennebunkport. Jill. Hey, Jill. Hello from Austin. Are you Steve? Yes, I am Steve. What are you doing now, Steve? I'm doing a live on TikTok. Nova Scotia. Ever been to Colorado? I've been to Denver, Colorado. Can you throw a chair? I will not throw a chair. I'm in my own house. How do you get on my show? You need a story. You got to be able to, you need some help, and we'll get you on. Yeah, Jerry did die last year in April. How are you going to how am I going to Gitmo? Are you implying, how are you going to, am I going to Gitmo? Why would I go to Gitmo? They keep foreign prisoners there. I'm an American citizen, even if I did commit a crime. Jeez, Mary Ken, Richard, people are sending me a lot of gifts. Thank you. How do you deal with emotional distress experience? When I'm not doing the show, I just forget about it. Do I still host? Yes, I still host. My show got picked up yesterday by NBC Universal. It's going to start taping again in August. Does Dan still work for you? Dan retired. He is living life large in Florida. How come you didn't do a Jerry Springer tribute? I did do a Jerry Springer tribute, Joe Smith. Favorite final thought, end credit from Jerry. I thought that was to me was the most boring part of the show. Are you a millionaire or a billionaire? Well, I am not a billionaire, that's for sure. Do you only wear blue and red shirts on stage? I think I wear a lot of black, a lot of gray. Hey, Rhonda, your mom. Is this Mr. Clean? Of course it's Mr. Clean. I took a shower just before I came out here. You are the head of security for the Jerry Springer Show. I was the head of the Jerry Springer, head of security. How do we look like you at your age? Good genetics, I guess. Does your bald sweat? Mine is sweating right now. No, I'm not sweating. Where can I find the Jerry Springer Show tribute? You can go on my Instagram, Steve J. Wilkos. And then I did a TikTok about how he got snubbed by the Emmys on this one. But I did a tribute when Jerry passed away on my Instagram account. That was a year ago. I did not have TikTok at the time. Somebody said, what age do I recommend my show? Well, it's supposed to be for adults, so I would say 18. King, I'm a Republican, so am I. Can you buy tickets for my show? No, they are free. Are you still doing the show? Yes, I'm still doing the show. Why does Hollywood cover one eye? Yeah, Hollywood seems to be like a real cesspool. And I'll say this. Our show started in Chicago. The Jerry Springer Show was in Chicago. Then when my show launched, we were in Chicago. Then we moved to Connecticut. But at the time, they were wondering, they had to move the show. If you have baseball cards for me, go on Instagram, send me a message, and I'll give you my address. So if you message Steve J. Wilkos on Instagram, boom. So they were talking about moving the show, and my wife did not want to go to California, did not want to go to LA and raise our kids out there because we just didn't think it was a good environment. So, LA, somebody said Trump, no democracy. I'm not a Trump fan, but if Trump becomes president, democracy is not threatened. He was president for 4 years. Guess what? We still have democracy. How come people keep saying that stupid stuff over and over and over again? I'm not saying I'm for Trump. I certainly don't like Biden. But no matter who's the president, we will have a democracy. Don't get your panties in a bunch. So, anyways. Somebody needs a favor. I'm not really in the favor business. Do I think the Illuminati is real? I'm not really sure about that. There's a lot of funky stuff going on in California, I'll tell you that. You were in Chicago when I was going to be on your show. Somebody's from Scotland. Can I read your minds? Can you read my mind? Yeah, Baltimore, it's a shame. I feel bad for the guys that lost their lives on that bridge. And how about this New York cop that got killed the other day? How about some prayers for him too, man? It's terrible, disgusting. Really mad about that. Poor guy, he's got a little son. His son's going to grow up, never know who his father is. That just bums me out, man. Do I believe in ghosts? Nope. How did he made a traffic stop, the police officer, I think his name is, I don't want to say the name because if I get it wrong. He made a traffic stop with his partner. It was two guys. And they told him to get out of the car, and the guy pulled the gun, and the bullet went right underneath his bulletproof vest. He's got a young wife, a beautiful young son, and now he's dead, protecting the city of New York. And, just I feel so terrible for the wife. And like I said, the son is never going to have any memories of his father. I am a non-practicing Catholic. How's that? I mean, I really hope and pray for a lot of things, but I did all the Catholic things growing up, put it that way. And we still do a lot of Catholic things, like I said, Christmas and Easter, all those type of things. We live in a crazy world, we sure do, but the world's always been crazy. Don't forget that. We're watching right now Manhunt on Netflix. I think it's on Netflix or Apple TV. And it's about the killing of Abraham Lincoln and, hunting John Wilkes Booth. My opinion on alcohol, it was terrible for me, and I gave it up. Had a lot of good times drinking, a lot of fun times drinking. I certainly understand the appeal of alcohol. I myself, if you really did any studying on it, you probably wouldn't drink because alcohol is terrible for you. I don't testify in any court cases that are brought, even when they appear on my show. If I did that, then I wouldn't even want to do my show because I'd be going to court testifying just like when I was a policeman. I have no interest in doing that. Is your show legit or made up? I'm going to stop answering that question, okay? Because I've answered that a million times. If you watch the show, how can you ask if the show is real or not? If you need my help, guess what? I'm not taping my show till the end of August, so you're in tough position for a few months. But you should contact the show anyways, and maybe they start working on getting you to come in August. So we'd love to help you, but we're not taping until August. What district did I work in Chicago? I was in 13, 11, and 14. I don't live in Chicago anymore. I live in the great state of Connecticut. People are here saying I don't age. Well, I do, but thank you for the compliment. I'll take it. How do you contact the show? Go to stevewilkos.com. And there's phone numbers and everything else. Why so long? Why so long what? Why so long? I'm doing TikTok. I haven't been doing it an hour. I try to do an hour every time I do live. Oh, why so long before I start doing a show? Because we're on hiatus. We only have a budget. We're only contracted to do so many shows, and we can't go over that because they only give us so much money to do so many shows. Janae, can we donate? Donate to what? If you want to donate to my mother-in-law's charity, Wigs for Kids. She makes wigs for kids that are going through cancer and lose their hair. It's very traumatic for kids to lose their hair when they're battling cancer. Her name is Maggie Varney, and she's in Michigan and St. Clair Shores. If you want to make a donation, that would be great. That's my mother-in-law, Maggie Barney. Uh, okay. Everybody loves me. I love you all. Is it true you cheated a lie detector test and passed it when you were a teen, but you was guilty? I don't know about that. You are the best. I passed the lie detector test, but I wasn't guilty about anything. Put it that way. Didn't have Steve on my 2004 bingo card. Denise, how you doing, Denise? How do you feel about bullying in school? I hate bullying in school. I hate anybody who bullies anybody. I hate it. And sometimes I'll see it happening and I get involved. My wife's like, don't get involved in that. And I'm like, hey, man, I can't change my stripes. I can't watch somebody get bullied, man. I just can't do it. Oh, wait. The fact that y'all called my mom and tried to pay her to come on the show and she wouldn't do it. Casey Marie Terry. Well, that's a damn lie. We don't pay anybody to come on the show. We will reimburse expenses sometime, but we don't pay anybody. So, and you know what? We're doing fine without your mom. So how's that? Get back for do anything. Do I owe everything to Jerry? I owe a lot to Jerry. I don't know everything to anyone. I mean, you know, folks, I had to do the work. I had to get to where I am. People help me, of course. But come on, man. You know, do I owe everything to anyone? Any one particular person? No. Hell no. I mean, there's people I owe a lot to. I would say, you know, Jerry's one of them. I owe my wife a lot. Why did I leave the police? Because I got my own TV show. You want to be a guest in the audience? Yeah, I would love for you to be a guest in the audience. There is nothing better to do the show with a great audience. Jerry was a guy. He was. He was a great guy. Most generous, nice. If you ever met Jerry, he was a super nice guy. Where can I go to see your show live? In Connecticut this August. Has people from Memphis been on your show? I'm sure they have. How did you get started? I worked security on the Jerry Springer show. I got invited to work security, and I worked my way up the ladder. All right, so many about that. I want to get to that. K. Murray, my boyfriend and his dad say so. Well, again, we don't even have the budget. Oh, by the way, April and Daisy, thanks for the roses. Ellie for the cowboy hat. Thank you very much, Ellie. We do not pay people to come on to the show. We don't have the money. Don, did Jerry leave me money? No, Jerry didn't leave me anything except good memories. We don't pay anybody to be on the show. Judy got it back. Bro, I know you see my comments. What comments are you leaving? Curvy Queen, can you send me some money? No. We don't pay anybody to be on the show. Now, if you have to hire like a babysitter or something like that to come on the show, or you're missing a day of work, we try to reimburse you. But we're not going to pay you to come on the show because then people would make up stories to come on a show, and we don't want people making up anything. What happened? Oh, wow. I mean, I love when people, how about asking a question, but don't tell me what the show does or what we do, or that's so silly. I mean, I know what the show does. Hey, you look great. Thanks, Rochelle. Thanks, Irina and Jay. A lot of people sending me gifts. Thank you. What's the craziest story you encountered? Probably the girl that was sleeping with her own dad years ago. So I'm only going to do a couple more minutes here. Going to wrap this up. I'm a wonderful person. Thank you. Hi from Norway. Let's see. People invited me to join live. No. Turn off. Okay, I'm not co-hosting with anybody. People say, "Oh, you're getting old, Steve." Yes, I am. I'm 60 years old. So believe me, I know it. I know you're trying to be insulting, but yeah. I do have a dog. Am I bored? Cash App, small ass, are you bored? I'm bored when people ask me really stupid questions. How about that? A lot of people are just really nice, but some people are asking me dumb questions, and some people try to say mean things. So, do you have any advice for a narcissist that just won't leave me alone? Well, if he's really stalking your ass, you contact your local authorities. Travel and accommodation are provided. Yeah, when we bring you as a guest to the show, we buy you a plane ticket and we put you up in a hotel. And we even pay for a meal, I think. While you're here, we make sure you're fed. When was your last good fishing trip? I don't go on fishing trips, but I had a lake house in Connecticut. I don't have it anymore. And I would fish off the dock sometimes. And I have a lake house in Wisconsin that I still own, and I do fish off that. Do I still talk to Pete? Pete was supposed to be at Jerry's memorial in Cincinnati last year. Somehow he missed a connecting flight, so I didn't get a chance to see him, but I was expecting to see him, last year. How do your kids feel about the show, and are they older? Yep, my daughter's going to be 21, my son's going to be 19, and I think they love the show, that the life it provides them. How about that? Janae, I said Janae already, Melinda. Alicia, wait, oh my God. So I'm thinking, if I'm reading this right, we got like 2,400 people in here. I'm very good. For the people asking me how am I good, I'm very good. Will my kids take over my show when the show is over? Probably not, because TV's a dying industry. I'm not filming right now. Golf is my favorite hobby. What's for dinner tonight? That's a great question. I'm glad you asked, because we are having Portillo's beef sandwiches from Chicago. How about that? Scariest thing about being a parent is when your kids get older and you send them out to the world and you're not there with them all the time and you can't protect them. That's the scariest thing. Do you ever think about going back in Portillo's? Maddie, right? Portillo's. Gonna have with some Jardiniere. Am I Italian? No, but my wife is. When is your next show? I'm taping shows the last week in August. Somebody from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Did you ever fight anyone from the show? Nope. Why don't your kids carry on the legacy when you're gone? Well, my kids got their own interests. I mean, listen, I didn't grow up wanting to be a talk show host. It just happened. Can you say hi to Cindy? She's 74. Hey, Cindy, happy 74th if it's your baby. I don't have any grandbabies yet. Baseball cards, yes. I love baseball cards. Tim, I'm like you, man. Did you want to fight, though? I used to, but I'm too old. I don't feel like fighting anybody anymore. I don't want to get hurt. Steve, can you be my kids? Are you the real Steve Wilkos? Is there a fake Steve Wilkos? I'm sure there are, but I am the real Steve Wilkos. Bethany, hi. Danielle, do you ever come on here? Do you come on here every day? No, I do lives twice a week. Is any of the stuff on your show fake? Oh my God, I'm so tired of that question. You missed my show? Well, you can catch it on Facebook and YouTube, and then you'll be able to catch it on Nosy. What kind of name is Wilkos? It's Polish. It means the wolf. The Vilk. Thank you. I love the hats. I love the gifts. Thank you. Who am I voting for this upcoming election? I do not know, and I'm scared to think who I'm going to vote for. Do we provide clothes for people to wear on the show? We can. We have a wardrobe. If your clothes, if we think they're not appropriate for the show, sometimes people bring stuff with names on it or whatever, and we can't have that, so we'll provide you with clothes. Or if you just feel like you want to wear something that we have. What you over here being messy for? Mookie, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Don't ever retire. Well, I'd like to be retired someday, but not anytime soon. My wife is doing very good. My plans for the summer, I'm going to Italy. Oh, I love this. That's nice. Okay. Nothing better. So let's do another minute and then I'm going to go. Your husband needs clearing his name. Well, we're taping that down in August. Let us know. And again, people, just you have to realize in my position, I hope you do understand this. People are going to ask me for help, this person, finding somebody, this, that. It's not going to happen until August, like if we do shows. So if you message me, Steve, can you do this? Can you do that? I'm not going to do that because I have other responsibilities. When I'm not doing the show, I'm not doing my job. I have time off, and that's what I'm doing now. I am enjoying my time off. So if you need help, you want to be on the show, contact the show. My producers will get in touch with you, and you got to remember, there's only so many people we can have on the show. So you got to get in early, have a great story, and we're going to try to bring you on. We'd love to help people, that's for sure. New Haven Pizza, Chicago deep dish. People that live in Chicago don't eat deep dish pizza from Chicago. That's a tourist thing. But I prefer Chicago pizza than anywhere else in the world. But again, that's because what I grew up on. I've been married 24 years. If you grew up on something, you're always going to think yours is the best or where you grew up is the best. And that's normal and that's natural. I love Chicago, but I've been gone for so long that I'm not going to move back. I love going to Chicago, but I'm not going to live there. I record from August until March, and then we're off. And here's another one. If you ask me for money, that is not going to happen. I'm not giving out money. I don't care what your sob story is. That's not going to happen. Because a lot of people ask me for money. That's not happening. I've been to the Dominican Republic. I loved it. Steve, can you say hello to my sister Danielle? I did say hi to Danielle. Chicago has great pizza. But I've had good pizza in other places. But I love going back to Chicago and eating some pizza. I hosted the Jerry Springer Show quite a few times. Where do you find my old shows? I'm not sure. I am not sure about that. Amber Rose, your dog needs a kidney. Yeah, there's a lot of people that need kidneys. Can you please say hi to Gianna? Hi, Gianna. Did you ever meet Jerry Springer? Are you kidding, Houston W? Or are you just being a Weisenheimer? Jasmine sent me a rose. Thank you, Jasmine. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Tim, do you agree with fighting on Jerry Springer? It doesn't matter if I agree or not. The show's been off the air for 6 years, and I haven't been on it in 18 years, so it doesn't matter what I think. Can we oil you up? Them boys. Can you oil me up? I hope you're women. Yeah, so Carmita, yes. What are these people thinking? Favorite food? I love Mexican food. I love Italian food. I like all food, though. Bennett's Mommy shout out. There you go. My show's been on the air 17 years. Are you Italian? I am not Italian. My wife's Italian. Her maiden name was, I don't want to say her maiden name. Somebody said something about the oil again. I like getting oil, like when they give you a massage and they rub that oil on you. That's always nice. Somebody said they got to meet you and your wife in Tulsa. Well, that's not true because I've never been to Tulsa and my wife's never been to Tulsa. So if you thought you met somebody, I've never been in Norway, but I did not ever go to Tulsa. Okay, everybody, it's been fun. I'm trying to change it up, sometimes do early afternoon, sometimes later in the day, trying to get to all my fans, convenient time. But I have to remember about the shirt. The Wilmot Flea Market. I used to love the Wilmot Flea Market. I loved it. Used to get some all kind of cool stuff there. So, yeah, I missed that. But anyways, the shirt, autographed bowling shirts, the old Charlie Sheen shirts. I'm going to look into that, see if we have those shirts still. And don't send me GoFundMe requests either. I'm not doing that. I mean, remember, people, if I donated to everybody that asked me, I'd be broke. So I have charities that I donate. I work with Wigs for Kids in Michigan. Maggie Varney, my mother-in-law. I do a lot of charitable work with veterans. So, but your own personal GoFundMe, asking for money, that's not happening. Jay Money, 14th District. Am I still married? Yes. Yeah, save your money. Don't ask for money. It's just not going to happen. So anyways, the bowling shirt, I got to find out if we have them, and I'll sign one, and then when I do these lives, I'm going to pick somebody, and somebody said I arrested him 20 years ago. See, if I was doing the bowling shirts today, I would send you a bowling shirt for the person I arrested. I didn't call Rosa or her mom. I didn't have a chance. But your mom sent me a message on Instagram. I replied to her, but she did not get back to me. Okay, folks, I hope everybody has a wonderful Thursday afternoon. I appreciate all of you. And remember, if it wasn't for every one of you out there, my show would not be going into its 18th season. So I certainly appreciate that. Me, my wife, my family, thanks all of you for being fans, taking the time out, spending your day with me. I hope you enjoy these lives. You get to ask me questions that normally wouldn't be able to ask. I kind of love doing this. So thank you and have a great day.